Hi, everybody. Today I am going live with Brittan from Freebird Yoga, and I'm super excited to talk to her. She's an amazing business owner, amazing person, and amazing mom, amazing wife, amazing friend, everything. So I'm super excited to talk to her a little bit. I see you on, Brittan. You just have to request to join. I thought while we wait for Brittan to do that, I do this little thing every once in a while. I pull a card from these cards that I got from the Word Project. And I thought we'd do one. Okay, she's requesting. Let's get her on here. I'm going to pull a card first while she's getting on here. You are beautiful and worthy of good things, and if you don't believe that, nobody will. Hey, Brittan.
Hi. I just somehow missed the card you pulled while I
Okay,
was.
I pulled a card that says you are beautiful and worthy of good things, and if you don't believe that, nobody will.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Oh, thank you.
So good to see your face. I
You
wish we were
too.
like sitting having coffee together.
Okay. Hugging.
I know, hugging.
Yeah.
Or even just
We've
sitting
been
6 feet
virtual.
away and having coffee together.
It makes a difference.
I'd be
Yeah.
okay with that too. Yeah.
Right. Thank
uh,
you.
so
Uh,
thank you for joining us. I would love to know, I mean, I know a ton about you because we've been friends for a while, but I know that people who are watching want to know who you are and what you do. And so tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
okay. I have Freebird Yoga, which was originally Freebird Aerial Yoga. And when we first started, that was all I taught was strictly aerial. And as the business has kind of shifted, we've brought in a few new practices. We've brought in booty yoga, which is not booty like your butt. It's booty, B-U-T-I.
That's
And
totally
over,
what I thought it
right,
was. Yeah. I'm like,
totally.
yeah, give
Everyone does.
them a
It
booty.
does. It does give you a very nice booty if you do booty yoga, but it's an Indian Marathi word meaning to find the secret cure hidden within, and it's all about moving your body in a way that's more primal and more kind of circular, so that you tap into your innate kind of primal energy, and it's able to like you're able to just express yourself in a way that traditional yoga doesn't I don't want to say it doesn't allow for, but it doesn't really embrace.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more wild. Well, it's a lot more wild and it's a lot more free. And
Nice.
it's all about empowering each other and building community, which I love.
That's cool. So how long have you had Freebird?
I've had Freebird for 4 years. I opened in November of 2016, and then got pregnant in March. And so
that kind of changes things.
Yeah, so it's been a little crazy. And I feel like just in this last year, Rowan's 2, and I've been able to kind of hone in a little more and focus on the business. And I've brought in Chelsea Smith as a partner, and amazing. So, the 6 months before this whole shelter in place, our big focus was building a strong foundation for Freebird. And I'm really, really grateful that that's the space we were in, because now I feel like we have this foundation and we're able to kind of like hold tight right now, while everything's in chaos, and kind of be here as a stable force. So that's our goal anyway.
Yeah, right. I know, for sure.
Yeah.
So I just want to stop for 1 second, or not stop, but I just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us so far. We would love to have your questions. So if you guys are watching and you have a question for Brittan or for me, but you're not interested in me, you're here because you want to see Brittan. So ask all of your questions. And so anyways, you guys know how to do that in the comment section. So I'm curious, obviously COVID has really impacted a lot of small businesses, and you in particular having a business where people needed to come and, you know, partake in what you were offering. So how is your business, how does it look different now, and how have you guys kind of pivoted to to change for what's happening currently?
So we have obviously closed our doors, but we've pivoted to an online platform. So we're streaming classes Monday through Friday. They're live, so we're doing this through Zoom. So we're still able to do queuing. We're still able to give individual attention, which I think is really important. And we try to hold space after class for a little discussion and like keeping our community connected. And I had intended to do tea time, but you know, intentions.
Right.
So yeah, we're doing that. It's definitely not as profitable as, you know, having people walking through our doors, and it's harder for people, I think, to stay consistent with a virtual platform, but it's something, and it's getting us through, which I'm really, really grateful for.
Yeah.
And, you know, it keeps us teaching, which is our kind of lifeblood.
For sure. Keeps you active, keeps your members active, for sure. Someone asked, where is Freebird located? Obviously, you're not having classes at your location, but where are you guys when you are opened?
When we are open, we are on Commerce Court, which is kind of a, just ignore the address. We're actually right on Ivy Street, across the street from Little Sprite Swim School, or the Silk Shop, actually, who did the awesome t-shirts for everyone. They're our neighbors as well. So the address, physical address, is 1 Commerce Court. We're out, you know, in the beverage district, out by where Beaver Almond Milk and Commons and Secret Trail.
Yeah.
But we're kind of around the back.
Yeah. That area seems to really be like up and coming and really happening right now with all of the businesses that are over there.
It is, and I don't know who the owners are of the building where Secret Trail and Beaver are, but they're really doing some amazing changes and putting some love into their buildings, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So as far as like modifications, so you guys are doing, how would someone find you if they want to do an online class right now?
You can book classes on our Instagram, on our Facebook. Our website is freebird-yoga.com. So there's obviously lots of information there. Oh yeah, Shannon says look for the Freebird in the blue door. We have a really bright blue door with a big metal bird above. So
yeah,
that's our landmark.
That helps. Do you have any tips for us right now, like just in terms of like staying, I guess, centered and kind of calm? Like, what are some of your personal things that you do to, like, if you're home, you don't have a class, you're not, you know, teaching anything, you're just your personal way of centering yourself?
My personal way of centering myself is definitely getting out in nature, which I have not been really doing enough of other than our front yard. But one of my favorite things to do is to go to the park, get barefoot, and stick my feet in the creek. And just imagine that as I'm standing there in the water and the water's rushing over my feet, it's also rushing any of the shit I'm holding on to that I need to let go of and taking it away for me. And just kind of stepping into that flow. I know every day is a different emotional roller coaster right now, and allowing yourself to move through that, to have your days where you're like, oh my gosh, how are we going to get through this? To have your days where you're feeling great and positive and moving forward. And just kind of allow for that roller coaster to happen, because it's going to happen. We can't help that.
For sure. I've heard a lot of people saying, like, it's okay. It's okay to feel how you feel right now, because we're feeling so many emotions. I think, I mean, I feel like there's, you know, we've been in this for a while, and it's almost like there's a culmination of like all of the emotions that we've been feeling. We're kind of at almost like a nexus point, because at least the people that I'm talking to, it's like I need to get out of here. Like, I need to stop doing
Yeah.
this. Like, I need to get back to like normal. And at least I'm
Yeah.
feeling that way. And it's almost like
Hmm.
this like buildup of all of the emotions that we've been feeling, you know. So like figuring out ways to kind of like sift through that and be okay with it. You know, be okay
Yeah,
if you're feeling angry or if you're feeling frustrated or, you know, whatever those emotions are, like just being okay with them, right? Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I think it was Shannon asked if we were offering virtual meditation. That's something I've been meaning to do. So thank you for putting the fire under my booty again. I need to do
Totally.
that.
I think that would be awesome. I mean, you're so good at
Yeah,
that. Definitely been, you know, to your classes, and you're really good at kind of, you know, like bringing the focus back to like where you need to be and what needs to be happening internally. And I want to see
yeah.
you do a meditation class. I think that would be
Okay.
amazing.
All
So,
right. Step
yeah,
out of my box and do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
really different teaching virtually because when you teach in a physical space with your people, it's I tap into, you know, the energy of the room, and that's really easy to do when you're right in front of each other. It's a lot harder virtually. So
For sure.
sometimes, like with my meditations, it just kind of comes through because I'm feeling out that energy and letting it whatever come out. But we can still do it, and I'll tap into it.
Yeah, yeah. I
Just
think it
a
would be,
little more exhausting,
yeah.
but that's okay.
I think it
I
would be
got you.
amazing. Have you
Cool.
utilized like any of the social media platforms like IGTV or like what we're doing today, Instagram Live?
A little bit. I had a really awkward Instagram live video one day because I was just having a really hard day. And all I wanted to do was connect with people. So I just got on with like no agenda and was like, somebody come talk to me.
Oh,
But it ended up being really beautiful because my friend Sherry Neal, who's also a yoga teacher, um, popped on and I got to talk with her and Chelsea came on and it was really cool. So
that's cool.
yeah, I have started doing a little IGTV. It's totally new to me. So I'm
Sure.
trying to step out of my box and get out in front of the camera. I'm getting much more comfortable behind a lens, that's for sure, because I've been
Yeah,
forced.
it's like
Hi,
how we're
Lisa.
connecting with people right now, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the
yeah.
Zoom calls, all of that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was just talking to Shannon. Of course, Brittan knows Shannon. So I was talking to the design renegade, Shannon McConney. And I was telling her how, like, I feel like right now when you're on camera, it's not like in real life where you see everything. And so
Right.
today I have like this zip popping out.
Oh, I got one too.
Yeah.
I've been
So I'm
calling them
like,
my Zoom zits.
yeah, I'm like, at least it'll be a little bit grainy and not everybody will see all of the details of what's happening with my skin and, you know,
Right.
stress
Yeah,
and
and
hormones.
the quarantine hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Well,
Love it.
can you tell me as we close kind of what you see your business looking like in the future? Like even this summer, like kind of what do you anticipate for your business?
You know, it's really hard to envision other than like we're still going to be here. I'm hoping within the next month or so that we can open our physical doors again. I feel really confident, especially being that with yoga and breath work, we're strengthening our immune system and we're strengthening our lungs. And we're going to keep our virtual platform as we move forward, even when we are able to have physical classes, because I want people who aren't comfortable coming back yet to be able to still do their yoga. And I just think it's cool because sometimes you have those days where you're like, oh, I don't really feel that great. I don't really want to be around people, but I still want to do my yoga class.
Totally.
So we're going to keep that moving forward. We are in the work planning on doing kind of a like a Freebird TV where you can go and like stream classes that are pre-recorded. So we've definitely shifted and grown with the times.
Yeah.
And yeah, for the physical classes, we have a really big space that we'd be able to practice the, 6 to 10 feet apart. I don't know. The one thing I'm like really interested to see is if they're going to want masks worn in gyms because it would be
Right.
really hard to breathe.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I'm kind of like concerned with, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I just, I'm trusting this whole thing. And so far I feel like we've just been really, really supported, and I'm super grateful. And somehow we just keep, Silk Shop gave the gift of doing the t-shirts, and
Yeah,
I've had people support us financially just out of the blue, which has been incredible. So
that's
I
so
just feel
cool.
like we're here for a reason, and we're going to continue to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm curious, real quick before we end. So so are they still doing the fundraiser with the t-shirt company?
The t-shirt company, I believe it ends on the 15th of this month. So I'll
Okay.
speak really quickly on that. Print Aid is what it's called, and it's through Silk Shop Screen Printing. If you search them on Instagram, they pop right up, and they're doing this incredible event called Print Shop that they are printing shirts for, I don't even know how many businesses in Chico, but a
A
lot of
lot.
local businesses. And you can go to their Print Aid page, buy a t-shirt for 20 bucks, and they give the business $12 and they keep 8. And it's just really, I think it's such a brilliant idea and such a cool way to support community. So if you
Absolutely.
have yourself a t-shirt, ours are
Yes.
pretty cute.
They are. They are. I need to get one. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today,
You're
Brittan. And I can't wait
welcome.
to see you in person and hug you.
No, I know.
Okay.